Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome to our Week 8 match of the OBA. I am your coach of the Grassy Plains, Raikous. Before this video does start, please drop a like below to support your team in the OBA. The season is about to wrap up. There's only 2 more weeks left until playoffs. We completely cleared one big hurdle, keeping us from going to playoffs, and we completely blew it a fuck away. This week we're actually going against the Toronto Blue Shaymins. Kingdra plays games. YouTube link will be in the description. He played incredible in this match. Not going to hold him against anything. We brought a very good team. I was really prepared for his team this week. I did a lot of mock battles. I got advice from friends. I really was prepared for this week because I wanted to get my revenge, and goddamn, I got my revenge this week. But anyways, this week he actually did not bring his Charizard Y, which I was very surprised that he did not bring that this week. That was one big threat. That's the reason why I did not bring my 4-Itrez, is because he could have the Charizard Y like last time. Could have brought my 4-Itrez. Then again, I did not see that he was going to bring, not going to bring the Charizard. However, he did bring the Breloom this time. Kind of prepared for that too. That I was prepared. His Gastrodon gave me a lot of trouble last time. And the bad thing about this team is that I do not have a Defog or a Rapid Spinner, so that I thought that was actually going to cost me this battle, because I do have a Focus Sasher and 2 things that are really weak to rocks. I'm going to go break down this team. He has a very big threat. The Kingdra actually swept me last time, so that was a thing I was very prepared for as well. Don't know why the quality is kind of shitty today, but we're going to be bringing the defensive Wheezing. I actually am a bold nature, max HP, max defense, running the Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, Stockpile, because I knew I can get time to set up on one of his physical attackers, so I needed to get that Stockpile up so I can at least live 1 or 2 special hits if I need to stay in on the Porygon or something like that, or the Thundurus. That's why I had the Stockpile, and I have the Willow Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, and Stockpile. That's what I have. I did not bring the Chansey for the first time in the whole time I've actually been doing the league. This is the first week ever we have not brought the Chansey. I actually brought a special defensive Mew this week, a completely new set. I've been working on some new sets lately as well for the Nether battles down the next 2 battles. So we got some set I'm going to be bringing for those as well. I've been working a lot on those since I did have a week off. Basically, that's all I did all day, just sit and train Pokemon the whole day. But a special defensive Mew. I actually am running the Energy Ball on this for the Gastrodon, because I knew he was going to go up against the Gastrodon sometime in this, because he probably was going to bring a special defensive Gastrodon this time. I brought this Energy Ball, the Dragon Tail for the Kingdra if it wants to set up on me, and anything like that can really do damage to me. The Roost to regain health, and the Psychic, because it's a stab, it does super effective damage to the Breloom and any fighting type he wants to bring in. That it does decent damage to mostly anything on his team. That's why I bring the Mew. Max special defense, max HP this week. I think it's a special defensive plus special defensive nature. Bringing a bulky Rotom this week with the Citrus Berry. Actually running Hidden Power Ice for the Thundurus, the Breloom, and well, the Breloom gets one-shotted by Overheat anyways. Let's Focus Sash, but brought the Overheat, Thunderbolt, or not Thunderbolt, Discharge, because I wanted to at least get a 30% chance for Paralyzation. Did not go for the Discharge anytime in this match because I did bring the Thundurus, which kind of sucks. But once that thing's gone, I can discharge anything I want. That Nana has the Gastrodon there. HPI, Confuse Ray, and I'm also running Overheat on that. Then we're actually bringing a kind of a mixed defense. I'm actually running defense and special defense on this Suicune. A little bit of HP investment as well. I think there's like 50 HP, and there's like some in defense and special defense. Running the Mirror Coat, Scald, Ice Beam, and Substitute, because I knew I was going to get time to at least set up 1 sub in this match. Judging if it wants Kingdra wanted to set up on me or something like that, I could set 1 Substitute and start wrecking shop, try getting go for burn, stuff like that. Basically, that's what the Suicune's for. Mega Charizard X actually running the Dragon Dance, Earthquake on this, Dragon Claw, and the Flare Blitz. Max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature. And then we're actually going to be running, actually, to make a Charizard X. Focus Sash, Garchomp, Rock Slide, Brick Break, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. Max attack, max speed, Jolly Nature. Not quite sure if it actually would outsped its Kingdra, since its Kingdra was Choice Scarf, but I am Jolly. So we're going to hop into this match. I do apologize for the long intro, but we're going to hop into this finally. This is a very good match. Do apologize for the camera. I don't know why it always does this. It like goes like sideways and like twitches out and shit. I do not know how to fix that. If anybody knows how to fix that, please leave me a comment below or PM me on here on YouTube. I do read my messages, by the way, my personal messages on YouTube. So if you want to PM me how to fix that, then PM me. He's gonna leave his Porygon. I'm gonna leave my Weezing, predicting his Stealth or his Regirock lead. He does not lead with that though. I'm actually gonna predict the Psychic, go out to my Mew right here. I'm special defensive. I eat that up plenty good. I do have the leftovers as well. So I'm able to get some decent health back. He has that +1 special attack though, which is kind of cool. Well, not cool, but it kind of sucks for us. But it's cool that we can lead up all these hits, especially when he's at +1. Assuming he's not infested in special attack, he's more of a bulky set like last time he ran. Gonna drag him out here because I didn't have anything to really do to him. He's gonna go right into Regirock here. Did not want to stay on this thing because I knew this thing was either gonna go for Earthquake, Stone Edge, or it was gonna set the Stealth Rocks right here. So I'm gonna, instead of predicting either the Stealth Rocks or something like that, or the Earthquake, he's just going to go for the Stone Edge here. I'm going to go right onto my Weezing. Best switch for me right here. That does absolutely anything. Now I have him right in a tight spot right here. He either risks this thing getting burned, or he switches out. He's going to switch out right here as I go for the Will-O-Wisp. He's going to go right onto Flareon, take the Will-O-Wisp, because it is a special attacker. However, he actually gets the attack boost this time. Which kind of sucks, but I'm going to get the Will-O-Wisp on this thing. It doesn't really matter too much, but it does get some residual damage on this thing. If this thing does have recover, it can kind of stall us out, but at least we got some residual damage on this thing too. Assuming he's probably running Thunderbolt, Psychic, Ice Beam, maybe Tri Attack on this thing, or Recover, one of those. I know he doesn't have one of the, probably either not even have Ice Beam or something like that, but right here he does have the, show me the Ice Beam. So I think I actually switch out into my Garchomp right there, predicting a Thunderbolt, not quite sure. Either that or out into the Charizard, not quite sure there. My Mew can eat up like about 2 more hits from this thing. I'm going to predict the switch right here and then go for the Roost, because I am getting kind of low. I want to keep my Mew around for a little bit longer here. Right here is actually when I find out he's actually a Choice Scarfed. Well, not right here, but I knew actually he's a Choice Scarfed Kingdra eventually on in this match. Right here I cannot tell because I actually do go for the Dragon Tail in the next turn, predicting him actually set up a Dragon Dance against me. Either that or I thought I was going to set up a Focus Energy, being a sweeping crit Kingdra right here. However, he's just going to go for this Draco Meter. I do not mind that one bit. I'm special defensive. I eat that up plenty good, and I Dragon Tail out, which does a decent amount of damage. Do get some result damage on this thing, so I do not have to struggle. Could probably take it out in one hit now with my Charizard. Gonna go right on the Slush here. This is a perfect opportunity right here. Right here, I'm just gonna go click it no matter what. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Ball no matter, or not the Shadow Ball, the Energy Ball right here. Energy Ball is 4 times effective. I'm assuming it's maybe defensive. Gastrodon, not quite sure. Did not see the item. That actually is a 2-hit KO right here. So either it's basically right now he's gonna go for the Toxic. Doesn't really matter too much because I have the Roost and I get the Synchronize on this thing. Either right here, he's either gonna switch out or sack off Slush right here. Basically, put him in a hard spot right here. This thing is basically useless for him now because I did get that much damage off on it. If he does have the cover though, he doesn't have speed, so he's either gonna let this thing go down or switch it out. He's going to keep this thing around, hoping to actually probably recover up on one of my slower Mons. Going to go into his Thundurus here. I'm actually going to predict that. Go for the Psychic here. If I went for the Psychic on the Gastrodon anyways, it would have still took it out. So that's why I went for the Psychic right there, even if you want to switch out. Get some at least decent damage out of this thing. I'm not invested in special attack, that's why it does not do too much. But we're going to switch out here. I knew this thing was either going to go for the, try to set up a Nasty Plot or the Dark Pulse. He actually is going to go for the Dark Pulse as I predicted. I'm going to go into Rotom here because I resist both of its stabs. He is electric flying type. I resist flying. I resist electric. So if you want to go for any of those moves, it's going to be ineffective on me. Right here, I'm actually just going to go for the Hidden Power Ice right here. Predict him actually Volt Switch out. Kind of regret actually revealing the Hidden Power Ice, but then again, it's not really much I could do. At least take this thing out. He's going to sack this thing off, so that's a big threat out of the way now. My Rotom can do a little bit more damage to his team since one of his immunities to electricity is gone. Right here, I actually found out it's actually a Choice Scarfed Kingdra. Kingdra, I think it actually has base 85 or 86 speed, so I'm actually not really max. I'm actually max HP, and I'm actually invested in defense and special defense. So I knew Choice Scarf at this point. I'm going to go to my Mew right here, get a Psychic off, see how much it actually does. I'm special defensive. I can use these up for days. Just going to stay in right here. I wanted to really go into my Suicune here, but I did not think it was worth it. I have an opportunity right here to get my Roost anyways, because I know he's Choice Scarf at this point. Either he's going to switch or he's going to go for another Hydro Pump. I knew he can at least take one more unless it was not a crit. It's actually going to leave me on 1 HP right here. That was a very, very close call. Otherwise, I actually would have lost my Mew right there. My Mew is actually a key part for this match. I need to keep the thing around to dwindle out most of his special attackers, because his special attackers cannot do anything to this thing. I need to keep this thing around. Toxic is racking up at this point, though, so I'm at a decent amount of HP where I can at least live 1 or 2 more special hits from something. So I'm going to switch out right here, knowing he's Choice Scarf, and I'm going to go into my Suicune. I am invested in special defense, so I'm able to eat this up very, very well, because it is resisted. At this point, I'm actually going to set up a substitute on the next turn. Predicting him actually switch out. Either that or he's going to actually go for another Hydro Pump. Did not expect him to go for another Hydro Pump, though, because it does absolutely nothing. But right here, if I would have went for the Ice Beam, I actually probably would have took this thing out. But I'm going to go for the substitute anyways. As he's going to Volt Switch here, breaking the Ice Beam. Very good play on his part. He's going to break my sub. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam anyways. Could have went for a double substitute there, but I'm actually Weakness Policy Suicune. So maybe if I could not set the sub right there, I could have got my Weakness Policy off. But doesn't really matter too much, because I'm going to at least get some decent damage off on this thing and almost take it out. I actually got low rolled there. I actually did calculate. It had a kind of a high chance to take it out, but I actually got low rolled. So Draco Meter isn't going to do anything because I'm invested in special defense, so I wasn't really too worried about that anyways. Going to get the -2. He's just basically going to sack this thing off at this point, so that's another big threat down. Thing that could have potentially actually set up on me, but it was Choice Scarf this week, so now he's going to go Porygon here because he does have the Thunderbolt for me, and he's going to get the attack increase right here, which doesn't matter. He's burned anyways. He's not a physical attacker. I'm going to sack my Suicune off on this point because I really don't need it for anything else on his team. It gets shut down by the Breloom, gets shut down by the Thundurus, so I'm going to sack it off at this point to get a free switch into anything I want. At this point, the only thing that I really could switch into right here, and that would outspeed and be able to put some pressure on his side, was my Charizard. So I do outspeed with my Charizard. I'm going to be able to get my Mega Evolution off here. I'm going to go for the safe Dragon Claw. I was going to go for the Flare Blitz, but if he did go for the Regirock, it would have been resisted, and Dragon Claw is not resisted, so it would do more damage. So I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. It's bound to take this thing out anyways, because I do outspeed. So I'm going to take this Porygon out. That's a very big threat off my opponent's side. Now I'm just going to go and make the obvious switch into the Regirock here. Cannot stay in this thing. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go on the obvious thing. Weezing completely walls this thing. I'm really surprised by this time that he actually did not set up the Stealth Rocks yet. I was very amazed, because if he would have set up the Stealth Rocks, my team would have been actually in very, very big trouble. Because my Rotom only has about 3 or 4 switch-in on Stealth Rocks, and my Charizard only has about 3 switch-ins left with Stealth Rocks. So actually going to predict him actually go out into his Thundurus here. Go for the Sludge Bomb. I actually want to see how much it did to the Regirock as well. It's resisted, but Weezing has some decent special attack, and I could have maybe snanked the poison. That's why I did it. So, going to go into Mew here. As he's just going to go for the Volt Switch anyways. So, at least I can at least soak up 1 Volt Switch here. Going to take me very low at this point. Not really much I can do. I can try getting a Roost off here. As he goes into Regirock. At this point, I'm going to get my leftovers back. This Toxic is taking me down very, very low. There's not really much this thing's good for anyways. This thing basically only walls the Thundurus, and it's pretty good for the Breloom, but the Breloom can go for a Mach Punch if I am low enough. I'm just going to stay in here and sack this thing off. Going to go for the Energy Ball, see how much it does. Does a decent amount, I guess, for not being invested in special attack, but we're going to at least get some chip damage out of this thing. Gonna go get a free switch into my Weezing here, sack off Mew, go for the Will-O-Wisp. Actually missed my Will-O-Wisp right there, which kind of sucked. However, it actually makes a crucial play on this turn. He gets a crit. It doesn't really matter too much though. I'm actually gonna predict him to actually go into his Thundurus right here. I'm gonna go for another Sludge Bomb. I was actually hoping that he would actually stay in, probably maybe snag a poison too. However, he actually does switch out here, and he's gonna go into Thundurus. I'm able to take this thing out. That's a very big play. If I would not have went for that Sludge Bomb right there, I would have been in big trouble, because Thundurus actually really shuts down Weezing. I would have to go into my my Garchomp. He could be probably actually running Hidden Power Ice. Could have predicted that actually going to my Garchomp. He probably would have went for Hidden Power Ice there. My Focus Sash would have been broken. He would actually outsped on the next turn because he has higher speed than my Choice Scarf. So that was a very big play right there I made. Gonna actually go into Charizard here because my Charizard is basically useless now. Gonna actually sack this for Sleep Fodder. Gonna keep it around to keep my differential a little bit higher at least. It's always there though to at least take hits. I actually predict either of the Bullet Seed or the Drain Punch right here. He's gonna go for the Drain Punch. By this point, though, he's not Toxic Heal. I'm assuming he's probably Focus Sash. Breloom right here. He's just going to go out and just Regirock here. Basically, the last two things on his side is Regirock gets completely walled by Weezing, and the Breloom gets completely walled by Weezing. So, as long as I keep my Weezing healthy by this point, I win the game. Right here, I actually get the burn. Will-O-Wisp was the best play in the last turn because both these things are physical attackers, and I get some possible Sash and get some residual damage, so it was the best play right there. I know this thing cannot absolutely touch me, and I do outspeed, so I'm going to set up a stockpile right here as he goes for a Stone Edge. Stone Edge only does like 10 damage, so we're even getting more recovery back with Black Sludge. Basically, Black Sludge is giving us recovery without the damage we're taking, so just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. There's nothing really he can do at this point. Sludge Bomb does a minuscule amount, like 2%. I don't know why I went for the Fire Punch here. Maybe he expected it to do more, but it's not Stab, so I did not do as much. If I were him, I would just go for the Stone Edge repeatedly and hope to get it for a crit. That's probably what I would do at that point. I'm just going to set up another stockpile here for his Breloom when it does come in. His Breloom cannot absolutely touch me. If he does get a two crit Bullet Seeds, though, he can take me down pretty low, but since I'm at +2 in defense now, it's not really going to do too much with the Bullet Seed or the Drain Punch or anything he wants to throw at me. And since my Charizard is ready to sleep, he cannot Spore my Weezing, so that's why I use my Charizard as my sleep fodder for this match. And I do keep it healthy, so still have it in the back if I do need to sack anything off. But at this point, I really don't. Basically, at this point, he knows he can't really do too much. He's just going to go for Fire Punch. Not quite sure if why he's still Fire Punching. I would just go for the Stone Edge and hope for a crit, like I said a little bit ago. Burn is going to take him low, where a Sludge Bomb on this turn will take him out. So, got rid of the Regirock. That's actually a big threat. However, it gets really walled by Weezing, so that's a very good answer to that. Probably next time, if we do make it to playoffs, we'll probably have to face this guy, Kingdra again. I'm actually going to have to change all my sets up again, because I do not want to have to run the same sets for him to actually like predict what sets I'm going to run. So I'm going to do a complete overhaul on all my sets for if I do make it to playoffs and have to go against you again, or him again. Going to do a complete overhaul on all my sets. So that is the end of the match. We actually do pick up a 3-0 victory and get him actually his second loss. I'm actually really proud of this win, because literally he's been tearing through the whole league so far, and we actually did a second loss on his record. Now, I was gonna get revenge, and by damn we got our revenge. So if you guys did enjoy this battle, it was very good. Please drop a like below if you are new. Subscribe to the channel. At 350 subscribers, actually going to be doing a Pokemon giveaway again. My PC on this game is completely full of stuff I need to give away. I've been getting shit from Wonder Trade, from friends, and shit I don't even need. So I'm going to do a giveaway at 350. So if we can get it up to 350 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway then. Haven't did one since 250 subscribers, I think. So hope you guys did enjoy this battle. Next week we're going to be going against the Ravenous Tyrantrums again. The last two matches of this should be at least kind of easier than this one. Next week, I'm not going to hold anything against my opponent, but I'm going to have to change up all my sets for the next two battles, because I do not want to bring the same stuff as the first time. Because the first time did not work for one of them. But I'm going to change everything up for the next battle. I'm going to do some mock battles and prepare, and ask some advice and shit, and do some stuff, run some calcs before everything goes down. That'd be Sam. I'll get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time.